welcome back to my channel. My name is Juana and I am the crafty Puerto Rican. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today we're going to be working on embroidery and I'm going to be using my Brother SE 1900 single needle embroidery machine. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago I went through this process of how to embroider this Chanel font style directly into the shirt, and I show how easy the process was. If you are interested in watching this video, go back and check it out, all right? At that time, I used my Ricoma multi-needle embroidery machine, but today I'm gonna be using my single needle to show you how to embroider a design on a sleeve of a shirt, all right? I'm gonna take you through the whole process step by step. So guys, I can't wait to start, so let's get started. Okay guys, so we are here in Embroidery Essentials and I'm going to open the file so that I can show you the one that I'm going to be working with. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to click open. So this is the one that I'm going to be embroidering into the sleeve of a shirt or a t-shirt, all right? It's very simple to do. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how is it that I did it. All right, so let's start again. I'm going to go to File, New Page. And I'm going to create the design by going up here and clicking the font icon. And I'm going to choose one of these options. This is a regular option that you have. It's a straight line, but I'm going to be writing a list kind, which is multi-line text. I'm going to click that. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to type the 3 names that I'm going to be using. The first one is Naomi. The second is Tamara. And the third one is Josue. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on the right, it says set. I'm gonna click set, all right? The next thing that I'm gonna be doing is picking up the font. I'm gonna go to the right side again of the panel, hit letters, and this is the font right here. And we're gonna be picking up the one that I told you earlier. My little Paris Emily, and I'm gonna choose the 1 inch. That's the one. Okay, so you notice the letters are separated. So now I have to go one by one and join the letters together, okay? I'm gonna click the green box in here and I'm gonna use the arrow key on the keyboard and move it. It's the easiest way to do it with the arrow key. That way you make sure that the letters are aligned on the bottom. You don't have to redo the whole thing. You just use your arrow key. All right, so let's do the second one, Tamara. You notice I'm clicking the square in the middle of the letter right here, the middle one. That's the one you click to move the font or the letter. Okay. Third one, also wait. Okay, so those are the 3 names. So once I have it done, I'm gonna select the whole thing. Look at the measurement to make sure that that's the size that I want it. I'm gonna click up here to this icon which is the icon that you use to center your design. And I'm going to click it, and it's in the center of the hoop. And I think it looks good. Let me see if I can go ahead and align this a little bit better. I'm gonna click center, center to page, apply. And it looks like this is the way that it's gonna be. I'll prefer this name to be a little bit more to the center. I'm going to choose again the letters, and I'm gonna move one by one because definitely I want this to be more centered. I like this a little bit better. Yeah. This is much better, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group it. And now I'm going to change the color of the font. I'm going to pick a pink color for this. The whole thing. I'm going to write pink. And I'm going to be choosing, let me see. It should have taken it straight to pink, and it didn't, so I don't know why it didn't do it. Bubblegum pink, that's one I like. Okay, and now this is the part that I'm going to be choosing the little design to place on the tip of each letter at the end. And I'm going to go to this icon up here that is called Merge Designs. And I'm going to choose this butterfly right here. I'm going to say OK. And this design comes out real big. Now, this is the design that was meant to be an applique design. But it allows me to make it this small and change it. So that is pretty cool. So I'm going to place it right here to see if it fits and it's not too big. This is a little bit better. So in order for me to do the next one's the same size, all I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy, right click, and I'm going to paste. And I'm going to copy again, and I'm going to paste. And I should have 3 butterflies, same size. That way I make sure that all the butterflies are the same sizes. Okay. Right? It looks pretty good. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to put this a little bit outside like that. Much better. All right. It looks pretty good. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the colors for the butterfly, and I'm going to pick a yellow color for them. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and look for yellow. The first one, I'm going to switch it to a yellow, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this lemon tart color. And I'm going to say, okay. And I'm going to do all of them the same color because I want to eliminate all these different colors. Because remember, this design originally was meant to be for an applique design. But now I want 3 butterflies, simple butterflies. So I'm going to do a pick up the yellow, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and pick the next color again. I'm going to hit the palette, hit this. I have it on palette, pick the same color, say okay. Same thing with the last one. Yellow, okay. And if you notice from 4 different colors, it reduces it to 2, which is perfect, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing with this one right here. I'm going to hit the first one. It's already on palette, so I don't have to look for the color here. I'm just going to choose the yellow. Okay. Next one, yellow. Okay. Next one, yellow. Okay. And the last one, yellow. Okay. Okay. Then one more to go. Same steps. All right, so this is done, people. Okay, guys, so we're done with this design. So what I'm gonna do before I save it is I'm gonna change the size of the hoop because this hoop is way too big for it. So I'm gonna go to the hoop icon right here and I'm gonna choose the hoop that I'm gonna be using. Right now, I have it on DSD, which is the format that I use for my multi-needle embroidery machine. I'm gonna switch to my PES format, which is right here. And now that I'm here, I'm going to look for the size of the hoop, which is for the 4x4, which is right, see it here, 4x4. I'm going to be applying it and then okay. So this is the size. This is right here, perfect for this. Okay, now that I have it here, I'm going to go to the top left where it says file. I'm going to save it as stitch and working. Okay, so I'm going to go and click that. And once I'm here, I have to make sure that it's on PES setting, which is already. I don't have to switch it. And then here, I need to go ahead and save it. And I'm going to put here, I'm just going to click kids butterfly. Just an example. Because I'm not going to save this. I'm just showing you how to do it because I have already completed it, okay? So I'm going to go save it. And that is saved already. I'm going to go to the file and I'm going to look for it so I can show you how it looks. And I am explaining this for the benefit of those who are new and they have never worked on embroidery before. So I have it right here and it says kids butterfly, right? And it's right here. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to delete it because I'm not going to use that one. I already have the one that I'm going to use. I'm going to right click and I'm going to delete. Okay. And I'm going to say yes. Okay. So I'm going to close this. So now that I have this done, what is left for us to do is go to the table to hoop the shirt. And yeah, so I'm going to be using the 4x4 to place it inside a sleeve. And I'm going to show you the whole process on how to hook the sleeve. All right. See you in a little bit, people. The first thing that I'm going to do is to float the shirt. So this is what I meant to float the shirt. This is cutaway stabilizer. That is the part that I hooped. I did not hoop the shirt with it, okay? This is for those who have never done floating before in the embroidery machine. So all you have to do is use a temporary adhesive spray. Spray a little bit. You don't have to overdo it. Just a little bit. That's it. No big deal. Okay, you don't want to use a lot because then it might gunk the needle on your machine. Even though this brand says that it doesn't, I do not trust any brand. I still take care of my machine by preventing any gumming or whatever, all right? So I'm gonna put it right here, okay? Because I'm gonna roll it and I'm going to open the sleeve and float it on top. It's not gonna go under the shirt. It's gonna be on top of the hoop, all right? And I'm gonna try to match this right here with these notches in there. That is what is gonna give me the center of the hoop, all right? I'm looking under to make sure that it's on the notch right here. And then also this notch in here that you see in the hoop, that's the center going this way. So I want to make sure that this line is going to follow this line. That's how I make it center. It's very important. This looks good on this side. This looks a little bit twisted. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Okay. So I have my shirt in here. And if you have embroidered a onesie in the past, it's the same thing with the onesie. It's a small space. So you have to, while you embroider, you're gonna have to hold the fabric down, okay? It's stuck in there. So what I'm gonna do to make sure that it's not gonna move, I'm gonna secure it with some straight pins, and that way I know I'm not gonna lose registration, okay? Always check it to make sure that I am in place. This is an extra that I do, precaution. You don't have to do the straight pins if you don't want to, because the temporary adhesive spray should keep it in place. But I always take extra precaution because you never know. You know, especially when this is such a small space and you're gonna be moving things around, you wanna make sure that your fabric is not gonna move, okay? That's why I'm doing this. All right. So right now, this is ready to go to the machine. I have to look for the file to put it inside the machine, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right. I'm gonna be opening my fabric like this while I'm embroidering, because you see how small of a space it is. It's a very small space. All right. All right, people. See you in a little bit. I'm gonna go through one tracing and make sure that everything is gonna be okay. All right. Okay, so if you noticed, I used some painter's tape. Let me clear this, it's not clear enough. I used some painter's tape to help me hold the fabric in place. And yeah, all right. So everything is looking okay. Let me get rid of this needle. All right. So let's start, people. So I'm gonna press OK. I'm gonna go embroidery. My thread is already there, and let's start. Let me cut this thread. You know that I don't like them. I released a video a couple of weeks ago on how to embroider around the neckline of a shirt. It uses a similar design, so go check it out. I'm gonna remove this straight pin later because I think for the second name, it's gonna be too close to the corner. So I'm gonna be removing that later on. Because right now the fabric looks like it's in place. switch the thread, snip these little things away, and don't need this anymore because the fabric is secure in place, no risk of any shifting. And I will see you after I finish threading the next color. Okay, so let's continue. Thread is in. I already finished threading with the yellow thread, and let's start. So I do this video on my SE1900 from Embroider because most people have single needle embroidery machine, and I want to, for those who are starting embroidering, to take advantage of learning how to do it. When I was starting with this machine, was my first one. I really appreciated those people who posted videos on how to use the machine. So I want to pay it forward by doing this. I do have a multi-needle embroidery machine. I have a Ricoma EM1010. It has 10 needles, and I'm in love with that machine. For my small business, when I do embroidery, I do use the multi-needle machine, and also I have used this one. When I'm in a rush, I have done beanies on this machine. I have done dinner napkins on this machine, while the other one is embroidering something else. So I love this machine. This is an excellent investment. I know they have come up with new machines that have bigger hoops, but if you want to start in embroidery and you don't feel like investing all that money, go ahead and go for the PE800 or the SE1900. They are the same machines. The only difference is that this one is a combo machine that comes with the capability of also sewing. This is done, and it came out very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you to the table and show you the final result. See you in a little bit, people. I have already removed the cutaway stabilizer. I love the combination of colors. This is perfect with this fabric color. This is gonna be looking on my arm like this, all right? You can choose to use any kind of font, like I said before, smaller, bigger, block font, I mean, any kind of font. So guys, this is the end of the project, and I love the result. It came nice and clean, and I show you how easy it is to do. We have other options other than the left chest logo, right chest logo on front of the shirt. You can also embroider on the side of the sleeve, and I show you how to do it. So if you have any question about the whole process, let me know below on the description box. Don't forget to click the thumb up and click the like so that you can help this channel grow. And also, guys, I want to thank you for spending this time with me and supporting the channel, right? I will see you soon. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hasta luego.